Hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your good friend and guide, here with the most detailed fishing forecast you'll find anywhere. Today, we're diving deep into the prospects for the first week of winter, covering the period from the 1st of December to the 7th of December 2025. Now, I've been poring over the data, and let me tell you, this is not your typical sleepy start to winter. This week is shaping up to be a very special one for us anglers in Ireland, with a mix of challenging conditions and incredible opportunities. Why, you ask? Because we're looking at a classic low-pressure system rolling in, bringing mild but wet weather, and that, my friends, is a dinner bell for some of our favourite predators. Stick with me, and I'll break down exactly how you can turn this unsettled weather into some of the best fishing of the year. First up, let's talk about our prime target for this time of year, the magnificent pike. In early winter, these fish change their behaviour dramatically. As the water chills, the big pike make a strategic retreat from the shallow margins into the deeper parts of our loughs and rivers. They are looking for two things: stable temperatures and food. Your job is to find those deeper holes, the underwater drop-offs, and the channels where bait fish are hiding from the currents. On the loughs, focus your efforts on depths of 6 to 10 meters. Use your fish finder to locate shelves and underwater structures. That's where the big girls will be lurking. For your tackle, it's time to think slow and deep. A slow-trolled dead bait like a roach or a mackerel can be absolutely lethal. If you're a lure angler, this is the time for those heavy, deep-diving lures and large, soft plastics. Work them as close to the bottom as you can, with long pauses. Remember, in the cold water, the pike's metabolism slows down, so they won't chase a fast-moving lure. It's all about presenting an easy, tempting meal. Next, let's not forget about the perch. While many anglers hang up their light tackle, early winter can be a fantastic time to target the larger specimen-sized perch. These fish will often be schooling in the same deeper areas as the pike, looking for shoals of small fish. The key to catching them is finesse. This is prime time for modern techniques like drop-shotting and vertical jigging. A small, subtle lure twitched delicately right in front of their noses can trigger an aggressive bite when nothing else will. Look for them near any kind of underwater structure in deep water. Bridge pylons, sunken trees, or sharp ledges are all classic perch hotspots. A lively lobworm or a small, bright, soft plastic on a drop-shot rig is my go-to setup for big winter perch. Be patient, the bites can be subtle, but the reward is well worth it. Now let's get into the why. Understanding the conditions is the key to unlocking consistent success. First, the weather. The big story for this week is a dominant low-pressure system sitting over us. This means we're in for an unsettled spell, folks. Expect frequent rain and showers across the country, with rainfall totals likely to be above average for the time of year. Crucially, a southwesterly wind will be bringing in a mild air mass, keeping temperatures a bit higher than you might expect for early December. We're looking at daytime highs of around 9 degrees Celsius and nighttime lows of 3 to 5 degrees. This combination of low pressure and mild stable temperatures is often a huge trigger for predator fish to feed actively. The fish feel that atmospheric pressure drop, and it signals a prime opportunity to hunt. The wind and rain also chop up the water's surface, reducing light penetration and making predators feel more confident to come out and play. The water temperature is, of course, a critical factor. The loughs and rivers are properly cold now, likely hovering in the high single digits. This is why the fish have moved to deeper water, which offers a more stable and slightly warmer environment than the rapidly cooling shallows. This temperature drop slows their metabolism, which is why slow presentations are absolutely essential. A fish isn't going to waste energy chasing something that's moving too fast. Give them something they can easily intercept. And what about the moon? I know many of you love to follow the lunar cycle, and this week is a big one. We start the week with a waxing gibbous moon from Monday through Thursday. Then the main event arrives on Friday, a full moon. We finish the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, with a waning gibbous phase. Many fishing traditions suggest that the days leading up to and including a full moon can trigger intense feeding spells, especially during low-light periods like dawn and dusk. With the full moon falling on Friday, it sets up our weekend for some potentially explosive action. So let's put it all together in a day-by-day breakdown. Here is your fishing forecast for the week. On Monday, the 1st of December, I'm calling for a good day of fishing. The low pressure is moving in, the temperatures are mild, and the waxing gibbous moon should have the fish in a positive mood. Focus on those deep water tactics we talked about. Tuesday, the 2nd of December, looks to be another good day. Well, have similar conditions to Monday. Expect rain, so pack your waterproofs, but the fish should be actively feeding, especially in the middle of the day as the water temperature peaks. For Wednesday, the 3rd of December, I'm rating the chances as very good. We're now deep into the low-pressure system, the moon is getting brighter, and the fish will have had a few days to acclimatize. This could be a day for a truly big pike. Thursday, the 4th of December, the day before the full moon, is my top pick for the week. I'm calling this an excellent day. The conditions are perfect, the pressure is low, the moon is almost full, and the fish should be on a major feed. If you can only get out for one day this week, make it this one. Friday, the 5th of December, brings the full moon. I'm rating this as a good but potentially tricky day. Full moon days can sometimes be brilliant, but occasionally the fish can be finicky. The best bite windows will almost certainly be very early in the morning and late in the evening as the sun goes down. Saturday, the 6th of December, the fishing will be average. As we move away from the full moon and into the waning gibbous phase, the bite can sometimes slow down a little. You will still catch fish, but you may have to work harder for them. Finally, Sunday, the 7th of December, I predict a fair day of fishing. The conditions remain stable, but the intensity of the feeding spell might be tapering off. Patience will be your greatest virtue. A slow-fished dead bait left in a promising spot could be the ticket to success. So there you have it, friends, a wet and windy week, but one that is full of promise for those of us chasing pike and perch. Get out there, stay safe, and embrace the conditions. And as always, tight lines. I wish you all the very best of luck on the water. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share your own fishing plans and reports in the comments below. I love reading them. What are your target species this weekend? What's your go-to winter lure? Let me know. Until next time, tight lines.